With the release of the Blue Beetle just around the corner, we can finally look at the behind-the-scenes moments and what was put into this film and how long it was in development. So let's go ahead and jump right into it.
Alright, guys, here we go, first position. Good energy, guys.
When this movie got announced, I was like, whoa.
Pictures up, bro.
Am I excited for it? Huh.
That's my high.
But before we get into more of these moments, some trivia for you. The main character, it would appear that this would be a
Xolo Maridueña.
breakout role considering it would be from a major company like DC. But what was his first acting role? Leave your guesses in the comments down below and stick around to the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct.
My name is Xolo Maridueña, and I'm Jaime Reyes, Blue Beetle, in the movie Blue Beetle. That's gonna be sick.
The third act takes place in a real fortress that's 500 years old in Puerto Rico. That's not like a green screen set, you know? So being able to do that and see the magnificence of this building, how imposing it is, and being able to capture that and have fun with this adventure in it, it was a way for us to be able to stretch our budget in a way that kind of like delivers on it, I guess.
The first action scene we get a deep dive into is the overall fight sequences and the inspiration to that.
Go!
I can say from personal experience, it's probably one of the coolest suits I've seen in superheroes ever.
The director behind Blue Beetle, Angel Manuel Soto, reveals that he turned to one of modern cinema's greatest action outings for inspiration for the fight sequences, the 2011 action thriller, The Raid.
Because they asked me to do a movie less than 2 hours.
Exactly, yeah.
100% less than 2 hours, and with credits, it bleeds into 2.7. My version wasn't that much longer. It was like 2 hours and 7 minutes.
Oh, so it's just a little bit.
It was just a little bit, but it's, you know, stuff that hurts, but you have to compromise.
Yeah.
In this next featurette, we also get to talk about the fight sequences and how they did it all and trained.
We had finished a leg day and I realized like, oh shoot, I'm gonna have to throw up. But I swallowed it and I was like, hell yeah, I'm a king. Fitness ain't got nothing on me.
He spoke about this during an interview discussing how he wanted the fight sequences to look like. I wanted the action and violence to be a little more visceral.
Yeah, buddy.
You have to think like, what haven't we done before? Well,
Let's party.
Although I do love the fantastic and magical side of things, this is the beginning of Jaime Reyes' heroic journey and he doesn't know everything he can do yet. So one of the things we wanted was for this movie to feature a little bit more hand-to-hand combat.
Batman has Gotham, Superman has Metropolis, and we wanted to have a world that felt like it was reminiscent of the culture that Jaime grew up in, right? It has the sound of a place like Rio or the smell of Boyle Heights or the people of an El Paso, but it's a metropolis of Latinos, and I think it helped bring the story from an American story.
And aside from all the behind-the-scenes featurettes, we can also take a look at some of the interview moments in regards to just why this film will be different than the other DC films.
Jenny is responsible for turning him into Blue Beetle. It's the story about Jaime and his family, how he got chosen by the Scared to be the next Blue Beetle.
Interestingly enough, the film used a ton of references to anime and videos too, like Final Fantasy and Dragon Ball Z, as the creators were fans of those kinds of games and shows.
I never had a Nintendo glove like that.
Well, I didn't either.
But I had friends that did, and every time I wore it, I felt powerful. Because you're like, oh man, and what if I can create anything? And I'm like, we're here in the movie and when we're building this, I'm like, why not?
And for most of you who may know,
Xolo Maridueña
was cast in Cobra Kai and reflected on that role, what he had to do to prepare for that, and how that did the valuable lessons he learned from his Cobra Kai co-stars, and how those lessons influenced his approach to this new leading role, praising William Zabka and Ralph Macchio for setting an example of professionalism and camaraderie.
Let's go.
I never thought this story was going to be told, but I'm so happy because we've been waiting for it.
Blue Beetle is a movie that we're building from the ground up. When it comes to every department, we got some heavy hitters.
Everybody's been working hard. We started at an 11.
Ready and now!
The actor acknowledged that their approach had a profound impact on him, boosting his confidence both as an actor and as an individual navigating the entertainment industry.
Jenny is trying to honor her dad's legacy. Jenny and the Reyes are trying to protect Jaime and the Scarab. Here we go.
We also wanted to give a shout out to our DC Thursday winner. If you guys didn't know, we ask a challenging DC related trivia question over on our community tab. You answer it correct, you get a chance to have your answer featured here in one of our videos.
Ooh. How is she received when she walks into the Reyes house? Not really.
Not fans, us two especially.
Not fans.
Really? Yeah, Jaime is the only one that likes.
She has two eyes and eyelashes, so I'm like, she's.
You're like, that's all I need. That's all I need.
In this featurette, we get to see the film go from comic to screen.
Boom!
I've never seen anything like it.
I would hate to have not been involved in this project.
It has all the action, the world building. It's a film that invites you to be a part of.
Let's go!
It's gonna be crazy.
And for those of you who enjoyed the storyline and the action within this film, can look forward to more projects in the future. As of April of this year, the Blue Beetle character was reportedly part of Gunn and Safran's plans for the DCU, as previously stated that it was disconnected from previous DCEU projects. Also expressed interest in the film being the first part of a trilogy. Our first movie, the way we wanted to do it, was always with the mentality that we wanted to do 2 more, at least, Soto says, and taking the traditional 3-act structure of a story, we wanted our first movie to practically be the first act of a saga, he continued.
And what was your reaction with your friends and family when you're telling them?
I mean, the reaction was probably not as exciting as what you're thinking. It's probably just full of tears and joy. When it comes down to, the first Latino superhero for DC, I'm so excited, so honored, so blessed to kind of be here, and really, it's due in part to like our writer and director, and the story really transcends ethnicity. It's going to be super fun.
Although the cast didn't show up to the premiere that just occurred on the 15th at the Chinese theater, we can also talk about the response from this film. Already the film has gained high praise, with some of the cast saying it's a superhero film that no one has seen before.
Oh, wait, now you gotta tell me.
We're filming
Everything.
We're filming in the fort, and he was running, and I said, "Cabezon, this way." And I thought, I don't think in the DC or Marvel universe anybody ever said, "Cabezon, this way." You're talking to a superhero. So yeah.
But there's a lot
There's a lot of stuff in there that.
80% of 92 critics give the film a positive review, with an average rating of 6.6 out of 10. Some are even saying that it's DC's best movie. Hard to believe with the likings of Superman, however, people can have their own opinion.
And when it came time to kind of casting the role, I think what was most important, and from what Angel said, the most important part of this Jaime character is kind of the family aspect of it. And Angel had been around me and my family, and he mentioned that was kind of the same feel that we wanted for Jaime, and then I had to go back and read the rest of the comics to figure out what else Jaime was about,
And as far as the answer to our trivia question, he has had a few roles in short films like Goodnight America and Watina, being his first movie role in 2013 as Manny in Dealin' with Idiots, but his first acting role was in Parenthood in 2012 as Victor Graham.
That was really nice to film. We had a lot of fun in the bug ship.
Yeah, the bug ship, I mean, the set design for this entire film is just phenomenal. Bug ship, bug layer, like everything.
Every bug.
Everything bug?
Every single bug in the film, down to the ant. Beautiful.
But we want it down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
I have had the pleasure of getting to speak with Mr. James Gunn and the whole DC fam. It's up to everyone to show up for the movie, and it's so wonderful that we get to make movies like this. And if it does well, we'll get to open more doors for more Blue Beetles, and not even just for the people up here, but we got a whole thing set up. So.
Ooh.